When I got here, I came to this altar. I said, God, you said I should relocate. I'm here now. Do what you know how to do best, because it's only you I have. And when I came here, I started applying for jobs. Brethren, I will get to the job interview. I will get to where they are interviewing me. And they will just tell me, okay, the position you applied for, we are giving it to another person. And you are not, they won't even interview me. I'll be like, what happened? Then I kept going for interview. I didn't know that there was something that was following me. A pattern was following me, because whenever I want to go for an interview, a sibling will send me a message telling me that when we graduated from school, I'm the last born. I was the first person to get a job, and I was doing well. That when I was doing well, I was helping them. It was pride. That now that I'm down to my low, that they are going to see how I'll grow past this. That I should know that I'm the last born. That I'm not supposed to be bigger than the first ones. I'll be like, what is this? And then the pattern continued. Now, how I discovered that it was a pattern is this. If I stay 2 weeks without going for an interview, none of them will text me. None of them will call me and say anything. But the very day I'm going for an interview, I will receive a text message or a voice note from them saying 1, 2, or 3 things that will destabilize me. And the moment I get to that interview, they will not interview me. Or when they interview me, they will just tell me, you are not qualified. Go home. I started having low self-esteem. That I started applying for lesser jobs. I said, God, just give me a job. You know, I have 2 kids. I want to feed them. Give me a job so that I will feed these 2 kids. And my kids, I will always say they are my backbone. They will pray with me, because you have helped us to raise mighty arrows. That name is not in vain. You have helped us to raise mighty arrows. And then I came to this church on Monday. I told God that I dressed up as if I was going to work. My kids asked me, Mommy, do you have a job? I said, yes, so I'm going to job. I have a job now. Which job? I said, hey, don't worry. When I come back, I'll tell you. I got to this place, and that day was naming ceremony. Pastor prayed. I prayed. I removed 3 CV. I removed 3 CVs. And I told God, I'm going to have 3 offers. And out of these 3 offers, I'll be the one to choose. They won't be the one to choose for me. I'll be the one to choose from them. After the naming ceremony, I went for an interview. As I was going, I received a mail I should go for an interview. And when the lady saw me, on my way going to that interview, a sibling of mine texted me again. He said, you once owed me, and I didn't remember to tell you. Don't think I have forgotten. I will show you. Even if it means me to go diabolical. Pastor, I lost my mom last year, and after that, there was an hatred. They felt, my mom left my house 8 days before she died. And they felt that maybe I didn't take care of her well before she died. But before my mom passed, my mom told me to pack all the drugs I bought for her. She kept the sachet, I don't know why. And she went to give it to them and told them that I took care of her. But from then, there was an hatred over my life that I am the one that killed their mom. And that was how all those negativities started. So when I received that message on Monday, I said, devil, you come late this time around. It will not happen. This pattern would break today. After that day, I went for that interview, and the lady just said, I don't think I will interview you. Go. I was like, why? She said she don't have any explanation. I left. I came back to church from there, direct to church. I said, God, no, this one will not repeat again. Tuesday, I had another interview. I went for that interview with the CVs I blessed from this altar. I went for that interview. They said, give me your CV. I gave them that CV. They collected it. And they said, okay, tell us about yourself. And when I started talking, the lady was like, hold on. This position is too small for you. Hold on. I was like, okay. Just go outside and wait for us. They interviewed others. I came back inside and they said, we want you to be, I applied as executive assistant. And they told me, we want you to be our business developer. I was like, wow. I said, okay, fine. Since I've not received a mail from them, I said, okay, let me go for another interview that they sent me mail. I went there again as an accountant, as a cashier, and they gave me the general manager of that organization. The lady said, your experience is too much, and even though your CV is not really telling the experience, what you know is more than what your CV is carrying. And I remember that Papa said that in one of the service, he said we should go extra. He said in that service that that the 10 virgins, that we should go extra. We should go with our extra. So when I went for that interview, I went with my extra. And God, from a cashier, they gave me a position of the general manager. I said, okay. They said, oh, they will send me a mail. I said, I'm waiting for your mail. I went for another interview on Thursday again. And they said, I applied as a cashier too. And they told me, no, we are not going to be a cashier because what you know is more than what your CV is carrying. You didn't even put all this experience you are saying in your CV. And they said, we want to make you our accountant. I was like, wow, this is only the hand of God, because after Pastor renamed me in this altar, everything changed. And now, as I'm talking to you, I have 3 offers. I have 3 offers to make choice by myself. And I have made a choice. I'm resigning tomorrow. On Sunday, I was in this church shouting because I will shout. This is the only place my steez. I don't know what is steez. If I get to this church, I will shout. As I was here on Sunday without a job. Today, I have 3 offers. Negodu, I have 3 offers. I am the one to choose, not them to choose for me. And as I'm talking to you, I'm resuming tomorrow. And the pattern has been broken because as it stands, I am no longer that person that said, what God cannot do. What God cannot do. When you come to this church, you shout. Don't stop shouting. No. Even if your neighbor is telling you are shouting too much, shout. If your neighbor is telling you are not dancing well, dance. If your neighbor is telling you are disturbing them, excuse them and dance. Because God is in this altar. Pastor, thank you. Thank you. I will tell you thank you because you have helped me raise children that praise God. You have helped me to raise children that my strength, I wouldn't have been able to do it at my young age. But these kids, my son will say, I am Pastor Jerry Jr. You have helped them to grow, to have complete. You are their role model. Thank you very much. Do you know that my son will pray, and will start saying as if he wants to speak in tongues. I'll be like, this small boy is speaking in tongues. And he will tell me, Mommy, I'm a pastor. I'm a pastor. Thank you. Thank you so much. And what God cannot do. Let me introduce myself again. I am Ekpe Jane Unigia. My last name is Choice. The meaning of my last name is Choice. And I've come back to this altar to judge God faithful because he has let me know the meaning of my name. And as I am going to be the one to choose what I'm going to do, I will continue to choose my destiny, not others choosing for me. What God cannot do.